You go to bed every night determined to get those precious 8 hours of deep, healing sleep. You settle in, feeling ready to rest, but just as you drift into dreamland, like clockwork at 2 a.m., it happens again. That familiar, frustrating pressure builds, and before you know it, you're stumbling half asleep to the bathroom. The moment you flip on that light, your deep sleep shatters, and the rest of the night is never quite the same. Most people assume the culprit is obvious. Maybe that glass of water you had before bed, or just the unavoidable result of getting older. But here's the surprising truth. For many people, the real reason you keep waking up has almost nothing to do with what you drink. It's actually about something far more subtle, the way your body handles gravity, fluid movement, and temperature regulation while you sleep. I know it sounds strange. You're doing everything right, staying hydrated, eating clean, trying to take care of yourself, yet your nights are still fragmented. You wake up tired, irritated, and feeling like your own bladder is working against you. But your bladder isn't the enemy, it's just the messenger. The real culprits are physiological processes that shift as we age. And the good news is, once you understand them, you can retrain your body to sleep through the night again. In this guide, I'm going to walk you through the 5 most common and most fixable mistakes that cause nighttime bathroom trips. We'll count them down from 5 to 1, and by the time we reach number 1, you'll see how a simple change in something as basic as your sleeping position could be the key to finally restoring full, uninterrupted nights. The last mistake we'll cover, mistake number 1, is the most powerful and overlooked of them all. It's not about what you eat or drink, but how you position your body before and during sleep. And the change can start tonight. Before we dive in, do me a small favor. If you're ready to finally reclaim your full night's rest, hit the like button right now. It helps this message reach more people who need it. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we break down science-backed health solutions that genuinely work. And just for fun, drop a comment below and tell me what city or state you're watching from. It's always incredible to see how far this growing health community reaches. Now, let's get started. Because this isn't just about managing fluids, it's about creating a whole-body, sleep-friendly environment. Here are the 5 biggest mistakes, and the simple, science-based ways to fix them. 5. The 3-hour liquid myth. Most people already know that chugging a full bottle of water before bed isn't ideal. Nobody wants to be up and down all night running to the bathroom. But here's where most get it wrong. They assume a small glass of water an hour before sleep is perfectly harmless. Unfortunately, that single habit can quietly sabotage your rest and your heart health more than you realize. The truth is, the rule isn't simply drink less at night, it's actually stop drinking earlier than you think. Your new golden rule should be this. The kitchen closes for all major liquid intake at least 3 full hours before bedtime. That's your sweet spot for protecting both your sleep quality and your cardiovascular recovery. Let's break down why this matters so much. When you drink fluids, even just a few sips, they don't go straight to your bladder. The process is far more complex. First, the liquid moves through your digestive tract, then it's absorbed into your bloodstream. After that, your body filters it through the kidneys, which decide how much to turn into urine. This entire journey, from the moment you sip to the moment your bladder fills, can take anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, depending on your hydration levels, diet, and overall metabolism. That means if you take that innocent glass of water at 10 p.m. and plan to fall asleep at 11, your kidneys will likely be in full filtration mode around 1 or 2 a.m., right when your body should be in its deepest, most restorative sleep phase. Now here's the fascinating part. Your body actually has a built-in nighttime system designed to prevent this, a hormone called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Androgen deficiency hormone naturally increases in the evening, signaling your kidneys to slow down urine production while you sleep. It's your body's way of saying, let's rest, not flush. But when you drink fluids too close to bedtime, you override that system. The extra intake suppresses ADH release, keeping your kidneys stuck in daytime mode, producing urine when they should be resting. That means more trips to the bathroom, fragmented sleep, and a restless heart that never fully powers down. This isn't just a theory. A major study published in the Journal of Clinical Urology confirmed that people who followed a strict 3-hour fluid cutoff before bed reduced nighttime bathroom trips by up to 40% compared to those who stopped drinking just 1 hour before. That's a massive improvement, not just in sleep duration, but in sleep quality, energy levels, and next-day heart performance. So here's your action plan. Front-load your hydration. Drink the majority of your water in the morning and early afternoon when your body is active and metabolism is high. Ease off in the evening. After dinner, take only small sips as needed. Think of your body as a reservoir. Fill it during the day and let it gradually lower overnight. If you take medication at night, use only the smallest sip of water necessary, just enough to swallow your pills safely. These small adjustments can make a huge difference in your energy, blood pressure stability, and even your morning alertness. You'll wake up feeling truly rested, not like you've spent half the night running laps to the bathroom. So here's a little self-check challenge. What's your current fluid cutoff time? Be honest. Are you still sipping water, tea, or juice within 2 hours of bed? Drop your answer in the comments below. You might be surprised how many people are unknowingly breaking this rule. Remember, true rest isn't just about how long you sleep. It's about what your body is doing while you do. Give your heart, your kidneys, and your mind the quiet hours they need to recover. Close the kitchen early and let your body truly rest. Mistake number 4, the late dinner and the hidden diuretic trap. So you've done everything right. You've stopped drinking fluids 3 hours before bed, you've limited caffeine, and yet you're still waking up in the middle of the night. The culprit might not be what you're drinking anymore. It could be what you're eating and when you're eating it. This is a 2-part mistake. One part about meal timing and the other about meal content. Both can quietly disrupt your sleep and keep your bladder and your heart busier than they should be after dark. Part 1. The timing trap. When dinner becomes the enemy of rest. Eating a large or heavy dinner within 3 hours of bedtime forces your body to stay in digestive mode long after you lie down. Instead of allowing your system to shift into repair and recovery, it's stuck processing food. Digestion requires extra blood flow to your stomach and intestines, diverting energy from your brain, muscles, and heart, the very systems that need rest at night. This process raises your core body temperature, activates metabolism, and even produces something called metabolic water. Yes, your body literally creates water as it breaks down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Here's the kicker. That water doesn't just vanish. It enters your bloodstream, increasing your total fluid volume. And since your kidneys can't tell the difference between drinking water and metabolic water, they process it the same way, by filtering it into urine. The result? A bladder that slowly fills during the night, waking you up when you should be deep in restorative sleep. In fact, according to data from the Sleep Foundation, eating large or late-night meals not only fragments sleep, but also increases your bladder's sensitivity, meaning even small amounts of urine feel urgent enough to wake you. So even if you're not drinking after dinner, your late eating habits might still be pushing your body to act as if you did. Part 2. The hidden diuretic trap. When healthy foods keep you awake now for the more deceptive side of this mistake, the foods that seem healthy but quietly behave like diuretics or bladder irritants. Everyone knows alcohol and caffeine make you urinate more, but what most people don't realize is that certain vegetables, herbs, and spices can have a similar, though milder, effect. Take celery, cucumbers, asparagus, parsley, and even bell peppers, all excellent for hydration and detoxification during the day, but surprisingly problematic at night. Their natural compounds encourage your kidneys to release water, which is great at noon, but not so much at midnight. Then there's spicy food, chili, pepper flakes, and even some curry blends. While fantastic for metabolism and circulation, they can irritate the bladder lining in sensitive individuals, creating false urgency signals that make you feel like you need to urinate even when your bladder isn't full. So that big, healthy salad loaded with cucumber, celery, and a spicy dressing at 9 p.m., it might be one of the main reasons you're back up at 2 a.m. wondering what went wrong. The simple fix: timing and awareness. Luckily, this one's easy to correct. It just takes awareness and a bit of planning. 1. Finish dinner at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. Give your digestive system time to process food, balance fluids, and let your body shift naturally into rest mode. 2. Move natural diuretics earlier in the day. Enjoy your cucumber or celery juice at breakfast or lunch, not dinner. Save lighter, cooked vegetables like carrots, broccoli, zucchini, or sweet potatoes for evening meals. They're gentler on your stomach, less hydrating, and won't trigger bladder activity overnight. 3. Avoid spicy meals close to bedtime. They're great for energy earlier in the day, but can cause unnecessary heat, irritation, and restlessness at night. Remember, this isn't about cutting out healthy foods. It's about strategic timing. Sometimes the very habits we think are helping us live well, like a big salad before bed, are actually keeping our bodies in overdrive when they should be resting. Mistake number 3, the pre-sleep bathroom trip. This next one might surprise you, because it's something almost everyone does without thinking twice. You finish your bedtime routine, brush your teeth, check your phone one last time, and then, right before getting into bed, you make one last quick trip to the bathroom. You relieve yourself, feel good enough, flush, and climb into bed, confident you're set for the night. But here's the catch. Good enough often isn't enough. Your bladder is a muscular, stretchable organ designed to expand and contract completely. When it's only partially emptied, even by a small amount, that leftover urine creates a head start toward your next bathroom visit. Think of it like inflating a balloon that was never fully deflated. It fills up faster every time. If your bladder holds about 400 milliliters, and you leave just 50 milliliters behind, that means it's already over 10% full before you even lie down. So, instead of sleeping soundly for 6 or 7 hours, your bladder sends that wake-up signal hours earlier, often in the middle of deep sleep, when your heart and brain should be resting the most. This is why so many people wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., even if they haven't had anything to drink before bed. It's not just about fluid intake. It's about how completely you empty your bladder. The fix: the double voiding technique. To address this, urologists and pelvic floor specialists recommend a simple, doctor-approved method called double voiding. It's one of the easiest yet most powerful techniques you can add to your nightly routine, and it's endorsed by leading institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and the Mayo Clinic for people who struggle with nighttime urination or incomplete emptying. Here's exactly how to do it. First, sit, don't stand. Yes, even for men. Sitting helps your pelvic floor muscles relax fully, which is essential for complete bladder emptying. When you stand, those muscles tend to stay slightly engaged, which can block full release. Second, urinate normally. Don't push or strain. Just let your bladder do its job until you feel finished. Third, wait 30 to 60 seconds. Stay seated and take a few deep breaths. This short pause allows your bladder to naturally reset and your muscles to relax further. 4. Lean forward slightly. Rest your forearms on your thighs if it's comfortable. This gentle tilt shifts your bladder's position just enough to allow any remaining urine to move toward the outlet. 5th, try to urinate again. You'll often be surprised. There's usually a little more left. That second small release can make all the difference between sleeping through the night or waking up in the early hours. The entire process takes less than 2 minutes, but the payoff is huge. Uninterrupted sleep, better bladder health, and less strain on your heart and kidneys. By giving your bladder that extra minute to completely empty, You eliminate one of the most common and preventable causes of nighttime awakenings. It's a simple adjustment that dramatically improves both your rest and your recovery. So tonight, before bed, try double voiding. Once you make it a habit, it'll feel as natural as brushing your teeth, and your body will thank you for it. Now, I'm curious, have you ever heard of double voiding before? Or is this a new concept for you? Let me know in the comments. You might be surprised how many people are learning about this life-changing 2-minute technique for the very first time. Mistake number 2. Your bedroom's unregulated microclimate. Let's move on to one of the most overlooked yet powerful factors affecting your sleep and heart health. Your bedroom's microclimate. Most people think of sleep in terms of comfort. A soft bed, cozy sheets, maybe a quiet fan. But the truth is, your body operates like a finely tuned thermostat, constantly regulating internal temperature, blood flow, and circulation to stay in balance throughout the night. When that delicate balance is thrown off, whether you're too hot or too cold, it can confuse your body's internal systems, especially your kidneys and bladder. The result? Unnecessary wake-ups that interrupt your sleep and force your heart to work harder when it should be resting. When you're too hot, your ideal sleep temperature is cooler than most people realize, typically between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. If your bedroom is warmer than that, or if you're wrapped in thick blankets and non-breathable pajamas, your core body temperature remains elevated throughout the night. And that one small shift has a cascade effect. When your body is overheated, it struggles to enter the deep, restorative sleep stages, the very phases where your brain triggers the release of ADH antidiuretic hormone, the hormone responsible for slowing urine production. Without enough ADH, your kidneys keep filtering fluid at full speed, and your bladder fills up faster than it should. At the same time, shallow sleep makes your nervous system more reactive. Every small bladder signal, even a half-full one, feels urgent enough to wake you. That's why many people find themselves tossing, turning, and making multiple trips to the bathroom on warm nights. When you're too cold, now let's look at the other extreme, being too cold. It might feel harmless, but the physiological response can be just as disruptive. When your body senses cold, its survival reflex activates. Blood vessels in your hands, feet, and limbs constrict, a process known as vasoconstriction, to preserve warmth and protect your core organs. This shifts blood toward your center, temporarily raising central blood pressure. Your kidneys, detecting this rise in pressure, misinterpret it as an excess of fluid in your system and respond by increasing urine production, even if you're not overhydrated. This phenomenon is called cold diuresis, and it's the same reason you feel the urge to urinate more often when swimming in cold water. Essentially, your body is trying to lighten the load to conserve warmth, so whether you're too hot or too cold, the outcome is the same: fragmented sleep, overactive kidneys, and an exhausted heart. The science behind it. This isn't just theory. It's well documented in scientific literature. A study published in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology confirmed that both ambient room temperature and body temperature directly influence sleep depth, cardiovascular load, and nighttime urine production. Researchers found that people who slept in rooms outside the optimal temperature range, either too warm or too cold, experienced higher nighttime blood pressure, increased awakenings, and reduced time spent in restorative deep sleep. In other words, your thermostat isn't just a comfort tool, it's a vital part of your heart and kidney health. The fix: creating your perfect sleep microclimate. So, how do you get it right? First, set the thermostat between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature range where your body naturally relaxes and maintains ideal circulation without triggering stress responses. Second, wear breathable sleepwear. Choose light, loose fabrics like cotton, bamboo, or linen. These materials allow excess heat to escape and keep your skin comfortable all night. Third, adjust your bedding intelligently. If you tend to get cold, use a lightweight layered blanket instead of heavy pajamas or thick quilts. That way, you can easily regulate your warmth without overheating. Fourth, mind the airflow. Keep gentle air circulation with a ceiling fan or slightly open window. A light, consistent breeze helps your body maintain a balanced microclimate. When you give your body the right temperature environment, you're not just improving comfort, you're lowering nighttime heart strain, supporting kidney function, and reducing unnecessary bladder signals that break your rest. Mistake number 1, your sleeping position. Now this final one is the big aha moment for so many of my patients. After years of blaming their bladder, hormones, or water intake, they discover the real culprit behind their nightly awakenings. And it's not what they expected. It's gravity. All day long, as you sit, stand, and move through your routine, gravity quietly pulls fluid downward into your lower legs, ankles, and feet. This natural process, called peripheral edema, happens to nearly everyone. But as we age or spend long hours sitting or standing, it becomes more noticeable. By the end of the day, you might notice mild swelling or a feeling of heaviness in your legs. That's gravity at work. Then bedtime arrives. You finally lie down, and for the first time in about 16 hours, gravity releases its hold. All that pooled fluid from your legs suddenly redistributes, flowing back into your bloodstream. Within a few hours, your blood volume increases, your kidneys detect that extra fluid, and they go into overdrive, filtering it out and filling your bladder. That's why so many people wake up at the exact same time every night, usually between 1 and 3 a.m. It's not random, and it's not coincidence. It's your body reacting to this delayed fluid shift, a predictable rhythm created by gravity itself. How to fix it? Drain before you sleep. The solution isn't complicated. You simply have to outsmart gravity by draining that trapped fluid before you go to bed. Here's the most effective method, and it's wonderfully simple. For 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, elevate your legs. While you're watching TV, reading, or scrolling through your phone, lie back and prop your legs up on a few firm pillows, an ottoman, or even against a wall. The key is to get your ankles higher than your heart. This gentle elevation encourages all that pooled fluid in your legs to flow back into circulation earlier in the evening, when your kidneys are still active and your body is awake. As a result, you'll likely use the bathroom before bed instead of at 2 a.m. in the dark. Then, when you finally lie down to sleep, your fluid balance is already restored, your blood volume steady, your kidneys calm, and your bladder truly ready to rest. Optimizing your sleep posture. But even once you're in bed, position still matters. Your posture can make a big difference in how efficiently your body circulates blood and maintains comfort throughout the night. If you sleep on your back, place a pillow under your knees. This small elevation helps reduce strain on your lower back and keeps blood flowing smoothly through your legs. If you sleep on your side, especially your left side, place a pillow between your knees. This alignment relieves pressure on your hips and spine, improves circulation, and can even reduce acid reflux. Avoid stacking multiple head pillows, which can bend your neck too sharply and restrict airflow. Instead, aim for a neutral spine alignment, your ears, shoulders, and hips in a straight line. These simple positional adjustments help your body maintain optimal circulation and oxygen flow, keeping your heart rate steady and your sleep deeper. What the science says. This isn't just anecdotal, it's backed by research. A 2015 study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society tested the effect of pre-bedtime leg elevation in older adults. The results were remarkable. Those who elevated their legs for just a few hours before sleep experienced a significant reduction in nighttime urination. The explanation was simple. By draining the legs earlier, the body managed the fluid redistribution before bedtime, allowing for uninterrupted, deeper sleep later on. So if you remember only one tip from this entire discussion, let it be this. Gravity is powerful, but you can use it to your advantage. By giving your body a chance to rebalance before bed, you allow your heart, kidneys, and bladder to rest in harmony through the night. Try it tonight. Elevate your legs, adjust your sleep position, and let gravity work for you instead of against you. Your reward? A calmer heart, fewer awakenings, and the kind of deep restorative sleep your body truly deserves. Where to start? Now I know what you might be thinking. Dr. James, this is a lot to remember. 5 mistakes, multiple adjustments. Where do I even begin? And I get it. Changing all your habits overnight is a recipe for frustration. That's why I tell every patient the same thing. Follow the rule of 1. Here's how it works. Pick just one mistake that stood out to you. The one that gave you that little aha moment while watching. Maybe it's the 3-hour liquid cutoff, or the leg elevation before bed, or adjusting your room temperature. Whatever it is, start with that one change, and commit to it for 3 nights in a row. Track how you feel. Track your sleep. Once it starts to stick, then, and only then, move on to another change. Because real progress doesn't come from perfection, it comes from momentum. Small, steady wins. You see, the key to a peaceful, uninterrupted night isn't some magic pill. It's understanding how your body works as a complete interconnected system, and then working with it, not against it. By supporting your body's natural rhythms, you're not just fixing a bladder problem. You're restoring harmony between your circulation, your temperature, your hormones, and your rest. So let me ask you this. Which of these 5 mistakes was your personal aha moment? That one detail that made everything finally make sense? That's your starting point. Share it down in the comments and type the word plan if you're ready to make that first change tonight. And if this guide gave you a new understanding of your body and a plan you can actually use, do me a small favor. Hit the like button to help this reach others who are struggling with the same issue. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because every week we break down real science-based strategies to help you stay healthy, strong, and independent at any age. Remember, deep, restful sleep isn't a luxury, it's your body's repair mode. And the good news is, it's never too late to reclaim it. Take care of yourself, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Dr. James, and as always, sleep deeply, live fully, and keep your health in motion.